The one mistake that I've made, let alone other business owners, is not co-branding, if you will. Branding myself, Craig Peck, as well as Acrobat Branding Group. A lot of companies think they know what they want.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room.
There's two things I would say, and they're both probably cliche. One is to surround yourself with good people. Number two is embrace technology.
If you're a business owner watching this, start thinking differently about your brand. What if I told you one of the most overlooked tools in your business, something most people think is just free giveaways, could actually be one of your most powerful marketing engines? We're talking about branding, visibility, and staying top of mind long after the meeting ends. Today, we're breaking down how smart businesses use merchandise, apparel, and branded experiences to grow faster, and how you can too. Welcome back to the Marty Davis Show, where we bring you real strategies from real entrepreneurs so you can grow smarter, faster, and avoid expensive mistakes. I'm Marty Davis, business lawyer, entrepreneur, and your host. We're excited about today's guest. It's Craig Peck. He's the founder of Acrobat Branding Group, a company helping businesses from small startups to global organizations build powerful brand presence through promotional products, apparel, and company stores. Craig, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Marty. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you here. Craig, let's get started. If someone's meeting you for the first time, how do you explain what you do?
So we call that the elevator pitch, right?
Right, yeah.
So the elevator pitch is real simple. We're in the promotional products business. We specialize in delivering the product exclusively, as well as what we call iStores, company stores. And we also create a unique process regarding packaging and gift distribution.
And, it's interesting because you didn't just get started in merchandise and in swag. You started in events, did you not?
I did. I spent 18 years in the event management business. It was a global company. We did events around the world. About 75 events. And back in 01, 02, I sold that company and took a few years off, sat on a couple of boards, did some charity work, and ultimately figured out what I wanted to do when I grew up, and that was enter the promotional products business, because what I learned in the event management business was that 10 to 20% of a company's spend at an event was on merchandise.
And that's a great budget for you to get started with, right?
It's a great budget.
Well, and to have the correct merchandise too is important, right?
It is.
Yes, and you would have known that from seeing all of those products out there at those events.
100%.
Some good and some not, right?
100%.
There's a powerful lesson for entrepreneurs, sometimes that opportunity is hiding just inside, behind a little door. How did that happen for you?
So first I realized, right, that the spend was 10 to 20%. So if it was a $100,000 spend or $1 million spend, 10 to 20% of that spend was on merchandise or merch. So with that said, when I decided to go back into business, I realized the barrier to entry, the cost was very limited regarding being a promotional products distributor. So with that said, it was very easy to jump back into the game.
Oh, okay. Good.
Because the same event marketing people were also promotional products people.
Very good. And you already had that list, right?
Yeah,
So it worked out well.
Yeah.
But what exactly does Acrobat branding do for a business or a business owner?
Well, so we're focused on branding a company, right? So whether it's from folders to business cards to promo product like tumblers to apparel or uniforms, we're focused on branding a company. That's what we do. If you need help with a logo, we'll help you with a logo. If you have what we call brand guidelines, we put those into place and manage to those brand guidelines that a company or corporation requires accordingly.
So it's a big plan. You're not just making T-shirts and pens for somebody with their name on it.
Correct. It's a it's a plan that has longevity to it, assuming you're not going to change your logo. We will go 12 to 24 months with a client to look at their brand strategy and how it will positively impact their sales.
Great. And so you help them make the selections on the type of products that might be helpful for their particular brand.
We do, and it's a good point, is that a lot of companies think they know what they want. After a fact-finding mission, if you will, our preference is to find products end users or clients of the customer will actually utilize long-term. Instead of having it end up in the trunk of the car, it's something they use on a daily basis.
Why do I feel like this? You went to your doctor, they ran your blood work, they said everything looks normal, and you're driving home thinking, then why do I still feel like this? Here at Bodywell, we run completely different panels. Very comprehensive hormone analysis, inflammation markers, metabolic function, NAD levels, vitamins, minerals, antioxidant levels, your biologic age, the rate of aging, a picture that shows not just whether you're sick, but how you're aging and how efficiently your body is running. Think of conventional labs as a smoke alarm. It only goes off when there's actually a real fire. What we do is more like a full building inspection. We find the structural issues before they become emergencies, and more importantly, before they show up on your face and in your energy levels. The real question isn't, are you sick? The real question is your body functioning the way it should? And those two are very different conversations. If you want to learn more on how to optimize your health, reach out to us here at Bodywell.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the elephant in the room, not just the one on your logo, which I see your socks have your logo on it. I like it. A lot of small business owners think swag is for big companies. Why are they wrong in thinking that?
Because, again, it's about a brand strategy. I mean, regardless of the size of your company, small, medium, or large, it's important to have a brand strategy. And with that brand strategy comes marketing programs and other successful marketing tools like merchandise that make your brand not only present, but there is longevity to bringing your brand to the marketplace.
So give us a real-life example. How does a small business actually use this effectively?
There's a couple of ways. I mean, a lot of small businesses that we do business with attend trade shows or conferences, right? So on a small scale, it might be a 6 or 8 foot banquet table.
Right.
But is there a backdrop? Is there a tablecloth that has the company name on it? And then, of course, the giveaways, right? Whether it's chapstick or Tin Mints or whatever, I mean, depending on what the budget is. But again, those are all items that a small company will use.
And part of that is so that the people picking these things up take it back and, gee, they're having they need a breath mint, and there's their, that company name on it. And
it's
gosh,
there.
I needed to call them.
Yeah, and the interesting thing, and will come to fruition over the last couple of years, is that with QR codes, it's very easy to brand a QR code in addition to the corporate brand to a Tin Mint, for example. So you can take a picture of that QR code, you can book an appointment, you can do whatever.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You should do hard candies for dentists, so when they break the tooth, they've got the QR code to call them right away.
There we go.
Yeah. You mentioned something else. I want to go a little deeper into the things that you do. You mentioned company stores, because I think a lot of people don't realize that is available to businesses of all sizes.
It is.
Tell us a little bit about what you mean by a company store.
First of all, I think your audience has a pretty good idea of what a company store is. We've rebranded company stores as what we call iStores, right? So, and we've taken a different approach in that you don't have to inventory. You can purchase what we call one-offs of an item, especially apparel. But we also do that with tumblers, we do that with journal books, we do that with literally thousands of products. We have suppliers or vendors on our end who support our efforts in terms of one-offs. So that's an important thing for any company, regardless of its size, to realize. We can do one-offs.
So if I'm a business owner, you're telling me I don't have to manage the inventory, I don't have to ship the merchandise, and I have it readily available for when my customer wants to see it.
Right, or your employee. So we have several fulfillment centers across the country that we can use. And then in addition to that, in addition to your customers wanting to purchase merchandise from that iStore, we also recommend that your employees have access to that as well.
Oh, so all the businesses that require their employees to have the business name on their shirt or a jacket or wear a certain kind of pant or shoes, they can buy all that through the company store.
Correct.
Oh, that's great. And then they get to pick out the right size as opposed to having all that inventory at the location.
You nailed it.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Good idea. That makes it very easy for companies to scale as well.
It does.
Because, you have 2 employees this month and 10 next month and 100 in a year. You can still use that same company store to put them in uniform.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's pretty good for Acrobat branding,
It's
too.
good for everybody.
So, yeah, no. You built a multi-million-dollar business in, I think you told me 8 years. If you had to give 1 or 2 core pieces of advice to entrepreneurs, what would that be?
There's 2 things I would say, and they're both probably cliche. One is to surround yourself with good people, right? As a small business entrepreneur, we have a tendency to do it all on our own. We don't think we can afford this, we can't afford that, budget doesn't accept that, etc. And although that's true, it's not true. You'd be surprised what you can afford, especially when the productivity of the team increases, right? So that's number 1, is surround yourself with good people. Number 2 is embrace technology, right? Now, I'm not the youngest guy in the world, nor are you.
We're both young.
But
Yes,
whether it's conceptually or not, we embrace technology, right? We utilize it in ways that are good for our company, are good for our clients, are good for our vendors, et cetera, et cetera. And I encourage everybody to embrace technology. As I continue to scale, I recognize, obviously, younger people embrace technology a lot quicker than I do. So I encourage the younger people.
That's right.
To
Well, and
embrace.
that's all about surrounding yourself with the right people then,
Yeah,
right?
amen.
So, no.
This show is brought to you by
Here at Bodywell, we focus on advanced aesthetic treatments paired with longevity testing for a comprehensive approach to your health and well-being. This is Bodywell. Come see what's possible.
Do you have the 12 contracts every business should have? I'm attorney Marty Davis. For more than 40 years, I've helped Florida businesses solve legal problems with practical, business-minded strategies. Visit LegalSolutionsGRP.com. Put our experience to work for you.
We design, we promote, we deliver. Acrobat Branding Group creates marketing programs that make your business successful. From apparel, uniforms, promotional products, incentives, new hire welcome gifts, custom packaging, and more. Acrobat Branding Group works within your budget to create memorable and experiential campaigns. Ready to stand out? Visit acrobatbranding.com today.
One mistake that you see business owners making over and over again.
The one mistake that I've made, let alone other business owners, is not co-branding, if you will. Branding myself, Craig Peck, as well as Acrobat Branding Group. We've done a pretty good job branding Acrobat Branding Group, whether it be through, promotional products, merchandise, social media, et cetera, et cetera. But what I've come to learn and continue to learn is that branding yourself, in my case as the owner of Acrobat Branding Group, is as important as branding the company.
Tell me why.
It gives you credibility in the marketplace, right? I mean, case in point is the Marty Davis Show.
There you go. I happen to do that. Yes, I know. And I had smart people that told me to do that. So yes, I know.
There we go.
But it is true because you do then have that cachet or whatever we call it when you walk into a potential client or vendor's place of business. So,
Yeah.
no, I understand that. And will we be seeing T-shirts that say Craig Peck on them? No.
No.
No? Okay. No, I was going to say, I think I should have one. So, speaking of T-shirts or polo shirts with your name on it, what's really trending in your industry now?
If you take a look at the revenue of our company, right, we're a multi-million-dollar distributor. 50+% of what we distribute is apparel, right? The second category that was 5 years ago zero is now technology. So whether it's a phone charger, a wireless charger, a battery pack, and there's literally hundreds of other technology-oriented items. But technology has taken over. Like on the consumer side, if you will, the price continues to come down.
Sure.
Right? So as the price of the technology comes down, being able to brand that technology with your company logo is a no-brainer because we all use technology.
Well, not to embarrass you, Craig, but every night before I go to sleep, next to my bed is my wireless charger that says Acrobat branding on it. And I put that phone in the cradle, and the next morning it's all charged up, ready to go.
Very
so
good.
I appreciate it. So, Craig, you talked about how easy it is for your clients to set up a company store, or quite frankly, for you to set up the company store. Walk us through what you do and who helps you make that so efficient.
Great question. So we're supported by a company called I Promote You. As a multi-million-dollar distributor, they have about 1,000 distributors in their network. And in addition to designing the company store or the iStore, we have 3 different platforms, 3 different levels of platform that you can select based on, again, budget. But additionally, in designing, we also have I Promote You handle the back end for us in terms of purchasing product as well as invoicing product.
Very good. So behind you is a very large entity making all that seamless and easy.
Yes, well said. Behind us is a $400 million company
Very good.
that handles all the...
Yeah, you'll be there in a couple of years, so it's all
Logistics.
good. Yeah, no, listen, show them how to do it. And so the other thing that you do, and I know that you have some bigger clients, and one of them that I know specifically is called Business Network International. And tell us what you do for them.
So we do several different things for them. Number one, we have contracted with BNI, Business Networking International, to be their online company store. It's called Branded by BNI. So you can purchase, again, one-off inventory. You can purchase quantity inventory. But you can make purchases on that site directly. In addition to that, we handle, in the US and Canada, we handle all of their conventions and conferences around the country. So again, whether it's merchandise or whether it's backdrops, et cetera, we're responsible for all of that. Additionally, as you well know, BNI is their core value is giver's gain. And in giver's gain, they give out a lot of awards. So we handle all their award programs as well.
So whether it's merchandise, whether it's awards, whether it's other types of promotional products, and then help in really personal and company branding, Acrobat branding can do it all for people.
We can.
I love it. What if your next corporate event didn't just entertain your team? What if it told your company's story? The Marty Davis Show brings our full podcast experience directly to your company. We interview your leadership, highlight your culture, and involve your employees as part of the live audience experience. One unforgettable event and months of powerful content your company can actually use. LinkedIn, recruiting, marketing, branding, and storytelling. Contact us today to bring the Marty Davis Show live to your company. If your company wants an event people will remember, let's create something extraordinary together. The Marty Davis Show Live, more than an event, a content experience. Craig, I always like to do some rapid fire to to know you a little better, and so our viewers get to know you a little better. All part of that personal branding here.
Yes.
So what's the best branding investment under $1,000?
Is that for an item or is that a budget?
Let's say it's for a budget.
For a budget. So again, I'll default to technology, right? Whether it's a wireless charger that you use daily or another item. Those items they're very affordable. I mean, you can get a wireless charger for well under $10 now.
Oh, that's great.
And then there's the eco-friendly aspect to it. So a wireless charger can be done with bamboo, for example. There's a lot of ways to go. So I would answer that question rapid fire, not so rapid fire, by saying technology.
And let's say we're doing really well, and our budget is $1,000 for an item. What's the best investment?
Well, it depends, right? $1,000 is a hefty amount,
Yeah.
right? And
So it's for a special client or customer, yes.
right. So do you travel with them? And if you do, maybe luggage is a good way to go. We do a lot of backpacks and duffel bags and those sorts of things that, depending on that item specifically, we can fill it with, for example, a luggage set.
Yeah,
as
very
a good example.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting. I'm getting off topic now, too, on that rapid fire. We'll get back to it. But, I love the wireless chargers because at my house, we have multiple phones, and all of them have different plugs that go into but the wireless charger works for everything.
Yeah, it does.
So it really is a great thing.
Yep.
One mistake that every business seems to be making with marketing.
Consistency, right? Especially on the small and medium-sized businesses, we encourage our clients to be consistent. Whether your budget is $1,000 or whether your budget's $100,000, be consistent every week, every month, throughout the year. Whatever that marketing message is, whether it's tied to product, whether it's tied to services, continue to put that marketing message out there to the customer.
Oh, very good. Okay, great. One thing every entrepreneur should focus on this year.
One thing every entrepreneur should focus on, I would say, again, co-branding. Brand yourself as well as your company, right? In a lot of cases, companies do a phenomenal job at branding themselves. But regardless of your position, whether you're the owner of the company, the CEO, the president, vice president, product manager of a company, brand yourself as well, because yourself is that expert.
Right. It adds value,
Right.
clearly.
Yep.
Very good. And the favorite product you've ever created?
Wow. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. But I would say probably what we did for CBS and the NFL around the Super Bowl. Back when it was hosted in New Orleans. We created a package that included a piece of apparel, a piece of technology, and a tumbler. So it was 3 pieces that were all wrapped within a backpack.
Yeah.
And we gave that out to well over 1,000 participants.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a good order.
That was a good order, and it was an exciting project.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, Craig, before we wrap it up, I want to shift gears for a second. We've been talking about how powerful branding, merchandise can be helpful for a business. So we figured it's time we practice what you preach. And the Marty Davis Show is officially launching our own company store and our own branded merchandise. So you said you brought a few samples with you of what you're recommending for us. Show us what you're doing.
Absolutely. I have several things here for you. First of all,
I love it.
for the store is the Marty Davis Show. It's an oversized tumbler.
This is going to be perfect.
40 ounces.
40 ounces.
Yep.
One of our sponsors is Himbrimi Gin.
Yes.
It's the perfect size for a lovely gin cocktail, don't you think?
Times 4.
Times 4,
Or
yes.
maybe 8.
Oh, I like it. Perfect.
And I know this is another item that you guys have expressed interest in. This is a branded sock, the Marty Davis Show sock.
I love
that
it.
will be available on the company store in the coming weeks ahead.
And everyone will be seeing me in these too. So that's great. I
There we
love it.
go. And then here is an example of a polo We actually heat transferred that, but
Oh, nice.
that will give you an idea of what a polo looks like.
And-
We'll have
and
that
so-
as an option.
Okay. And on these, you can do them where they're heat transferred, or they can be embroidered and
Embroidered.
all of that as well, right?
Exactly
Because I think
right.
you have a shirt on that's embroidered that says
I do.
Acrobat branding,
If
right?
you can see it,
So,
it says
yeah.
Acrobat Branding Group. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
This
the
is
nice
good.
thing about apparel, and we do that too, I did it here as well, we can put your logo on the sleeve as well as the left chest, for example.
Oh, okay.
And depending on the logo, we can also put it on the collar. You see that a lot in
Oh,
the
nice.
PGA these days.
Yeah.
Where the MasterCard logo is prevalent
Oh, very
on
good.
a lot of the PGA players.
Well, it won't be just Polo and Ralph Lauren and all that anymore. It'll be the Marty Davis show.
And
I
then
love it. And then some.
Lastly,
and then a subtle
t-shirt.
Yes.
And we'll also create this for the store. The iStore will create it in a long sleeve T-shirt as well as a T-shirt material lightweight hoodie.
Oh, great. Now that we're all trying to stay out of the sun.
Yeah.
So it's great. Those long sleeve T-shirts are really great, and they're good on for boaters as well.
Yes,
so,
indeed.
Well, Craig, this is great. I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
They all look wonderful, and I know you're going to keep creating things for us to make it more interesting. So,
Guaranteed.
It's all about brand visibility, and hopefully it'll start conversations where people can say, "Hey, where did I get this?" And I can say, "Well, Craig Peck at Acrobat Branding," and people will have this at top of mind.
Great.
This is just the beginning. We're building out a full Marty Davis Show collection and company store, so stay tuned, everyone. If you want to check out our merchandise, you can find it at the martydavisshow.com. You'll see all of Craig's things that he's coming up with. And Craig, this was so powerful. We talked about turning overlooked opportunities into businesses, building brand systems, not just products, scaling through smart infrastructure, and why branding is not just optional, it's essential, and co-branding, how important that is. If you're a business owner watching this, start thinking differently about your brand, because the companies that win are the ones people remember. And if you enjoyed this episode, you can watch The Marty Davis Show on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, and all major podcast platforms. You can also see us on Channel 39 here in South Florida, bringing you conversations with even more entrepreneurs and business owners. Thank you for joining us, and see you next time.
This show is brought to you by
Here at Bodywell, we focus on advanced aesthetic treatments paired with longevity testing for a comprehensive approach to your health and well-being. This is Bodywell. Come see what's possible.
We design, we promote, we deliver. Acrobat Branding Group creates marketing programs that make your business successful. From apparel, uniforms, promotional products, incentives, new hire welcome gifts, custom packaging, and more. Acrobat Branding Group works within your budget to create memorable and experiential campaigns. Ready to stand out? Visit acrobatbranding.com today.